Testing. No, it's working. Wait. Okay, it's working. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the OTC Twitch channel yet again. I'm Ari from Overwatch, and I'm with.
Mr. Pibb, what's up? I'm so excited to watch some great high quality League of Legendsing, legending,
Same.
legending. Yes.
This is my third time doing commentary for a league match, so let's see if I've remembered anything I've been told to do.
Did you what is your experience with League? Because I have 2,000 hours in Dota 2, but I have about 100 hours in League, and it's not. I'm a pretty casual League enjoyer. So
Um,
I know the core game, but like some of these chants I'm not gonna be as familiar with.
yeah, I think 100 hours sounds about right for me too.
Yeah.
I recognize all the champs. I don't really know like individual abilities. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know when something's an ult for the most part and when
Yeah.
it's not. But yeah, I can kind of tell what's going on. That's
Yeah.
like 60%.
I already learned what 110 characters should do it. I can't learn it again.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm really excited. Glad the league team is playing. We got 5 people. Are we waiting on the other team still?
No, actually we are already in
Oh.
draft. So
Okay.
that's right here. Yeah,
Cool.
this website they use to do it probably makes it simpler somehow. So
Mm.
on OTC site, it looks like we banned out Draven, Aurelion Sol, Jarvan, Vagar, and Varus.
Mm-hmm.
And on Cornell's side, they've banned out Leona, Lux, Ezreal, Jax, and I believe that's Alawi. So that would make sense. Actually, with that, I don't know. It might not be Alawi. I'm not going to lie. If anyone knows what the last ban was, please comment in
Like, comment, subscribe if you can read, because it's very tiny on this
chat.
laptop.
Yeah, feel free to subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you actually get a free Twitch sub once a month. You have to return every month and click the subscribe button. But other than that, it's a pretty simple process.
Yeah, and it helps support the program, supports the stream. It's gonna hopefully enable us to do some things we might not otherwise be able to do. So yeah, if you have that, especially if you have that free sub, feel free to subscribe and support the program, support the league team, and support all the teams we have here. We have Smash, Overwatch, uh, Rocket League, which also played a playoff game tonight and they won, I believe. So that, that's great for them. And what about Valorant? Yes,
Yeah,
Valorant.
we had three of our teams get to playoffs so far. And so far, our Rocket League team is advancing in playoffs. Our Overwatch team, unfortunately, did not advance. RIP.
Mm-hmm.
And Bacon just let us know that that was an Alawi ban. I thought Alawi was a jungler, so I was confused because OTC already picked jungle, but maybe she's not a jungler. Maybe not.
Mm-hmm. What role are you most familiar with? I usually play jungle because like
Mm-hmm.
League Dota 2 doesn't have a jungler. Like the role is a bit different. So like I play that because that's the most different for me. But like, what are you usually gravitate toward?
I play support. That's just what I started out playing, and then next I play mid.
Yeah.
And I like enchanters mostly.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I have a good understanding of most of the support champions. It's like top lane and jungler. It's that become the most confusing.
Yeah.
Anytime I get ganked, I just don't know what they used and why.
Yeah.
So, all right, looks like the draft is finished. So on Cornell's side, looks like we have an AD heavy team. I'm just gonna pop a guess on that out there. And then we have a good amount of AP on OTC's side, so we're probably playing to scale on the right. All right, we're gonna have a 3-minute delay before the game starts due to League spectator client, but then we'll get right into it, guys. All right, guys. Unfortunately, the enemy team is currently waiting on a player, so not sure when we're gonna start the game. Hoping within the next 5 minutes, plus the delay. So just bear with us for now. Does anyone have any thoughts on the draft? Who won the draft here? Does chat have any comments on that? If I had to say, I think I would say OTC. I like the Lux, not the Lux, the Lulu and the Jinx combination down bot. I think Kindred's a pretty good jungler. They all scale pretty well, so that I think that because of that, if the game goes on longer than 25 minutes at all, OTC will be in a pretty good position to win. I think Syndra is also a scaling champ, and with Ornn item buff kicking in later game, they'll be pretty strong late game.
We have someone in the chats. Squids are hot. I had to make sure I was reading that right. OTC draft way better. Can you explain your reasoning there? You show your work.
Yeah. Show your work for sure.
At least 300 words.
I know. I think that Maokai and Thresh are early game champions, and so maybe not Maokai. I think Thresh is at least. So I think like if Cornell doesn't get ahead super early, once the game goes on, they're just not gonna have a lot of damage or be able to do a lot. That's my take on it as a noob, as a silver. So
it's just weird always watching this game that like in League movement it's such a premium in this game, and then Dota characters like just teleport half a fucking map like just freely for like no reason.
yeah. I've never played Dota, but it sounds fun. I heard it's a lot more complicated than League though.
And somewhat like
So
League has a lot more skill shots. Like hitting moves is a lot harder in League. But like Dota, like in terms of like not how much you have to know, like for example, a lot of like there's a lot more buttons like on items than League has. League doesn't have like a lot of active abilities on items, but Dota does, and so like not only do you have to learn there's more items and a lot of them have buttons, and so you have to learn those in addition to your like actual like abilities, and some characters like really require those like abilities to like be optimal. It's crazy. I think League's design is honestly like at its core a lot better, but
that makes sense.
the characters in Dota I just have a lot more fun playing because they cheat.
It seems pretty easy to get into League. Okay, I won't say pretty easy, but a lot easier than it seems to get into Dota.
Yeah,
Like you can learn a fairly simple champ and like play ARAMs in League, and I feel like you'll be in a good spot.
also like the objectives in League are pretty clear. Like even in like Iron and Bronze, people know that Drakes are important. People understand like what they're supposed to be doing the first 20 or 30 minutes of the game, and like that that really helps like to drive the pace of the game. It just really helps like when people know what we're supposed to like with Overwatch for example. I was actually a really big fan of like the change they made to 6 to 5, because it feels like as a casual player, like I've noticed like in a lot of more casual games, like people don't just run in. They like, oh, we only have one tank now, so we need to wait for the tank. We need to wait at like.
Yeah, I've noticed that too in Overwatch.
I mean, you are a much more of an Overwatch expert than I am, but like from a like design standpoint, that seems to be like, because like you can't just rely on verbal communication in like a randoms game to be occurring, but like just that like people have that core understanding of what's going on like really helps like the game at like a casual and lower competitive level where like communication isn't as frequent.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And squids are hot said in chat, Cornell is lacking a lot of sustained damage, in my opinion. exception being Darius, but his effective range is going to prove an issue against OTC's high range comp. Diana ult could also be countered fairly easy with a well-timed Kindred ult, although it'll still see a good amount of impact. Alright, so it sounds like OTC is in a pretty good spot.
Not 300 words, but we'll take it.
Yeah, close enough.
I'll give you C. C minus.
Good to clarify.
Yeah.
And their support player did come back, so we will be starting in about 4 minutes now.
Woo! Gameplay, let's go.
Hey, let's go.
Hydrating. I got my leaf juice. I think you got Gatorade.
Mm-hmm. Plugging Gatorade right now. Gatorade's the best.
I'm plugging the Panera Bread Unlimited Sip Club.
You know, I've noticed you've had that good amount here.
Yeah.
Do you get that every day?
Yeah, because I do the like $10 a month Sip Club thing, where you get like you can get a drink every 2 hours.
I've seen that, like advertisements for that, but then I thought you could only get like coffee or something, so I was like,
No, you can get cold drinks too.
like tea, like
Yeah.
sweet tea.
Yeah, you can get sweet tea. You can get iced coffee. You know, all the drinks. My wife gets the like charged lemonades that they have that have like enough caffeine to like kill an elephant. Like those.
Yeah.
Those ones that they it's like 300 and like it's like as much of as a coffee. It's insane. But I've had them and they're pretty good.
Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually. I
Yeah.
wish I lived near a Panera.
I drive like down Campbell for work, and so I just pop in that Panera.
Powerade is better. Disagree.
Disagree.
So if you don't want to get banned.
All right, show your work. 300 words. Even when I was like a quote unquote athletic person, I never was like a big Gatorade person. Like I did swimming in high school, but I think I drink a lot of like smart water and like electric like water, but I don't think I drink a lot of Powerade.
I think that Gatorade has a placebo effect on me where I think it's making me not have headaches. So
yeah.
I don't know, like every time I have a headache and I drink Gatorade, it goes away.
Yeah.
So maybe my body is just like convinced.
Maybe
Gatorade
you're
is magic.
dehydrated and
that's true.
Yeah.
Probably that, but drinking a lot of water doesn't seem to help, so. What is everyone's favorite Gatorade flavor? I'll go first. Blue.
Blue's pretty good.
I feel like blue is just peak.
Peak Gatorade.
Alright, 2 more minutes until the game's starting. Yay. None, I'm a hater. What are you doing?
None, I'm a hater.
A water person?
Respect.
Red? That's kind of an insane take. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we got white Gatorade? Whoa.
Okay, white or yellow, that's an even more insane thing. Like at least red can be respectable. But I don't see how someone could just prefer white Gatorade. It does not taste good. Yellow? 2 votes for yellow? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try yellow Gatorade. I don't think I've had it. But it sounds like it's good.
White tastes like battery acid. True.
Red is the worst. I think red has an appeal. It's definitely like a fruit punch kid vibe, but it's still good. It's okay.
Yeah, it does kind of taste like you're drinking a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, that is true. But sometimes that's what you want.
Yeah, sometimes you want is to just feel your teeth rot out of your skull.
Yep. Gatorade is too viscous.
I didn't see the C, so I was like, Vasaus.
Viscous. Maybe that means
I don't know. In 300 words, can you describe to us what viscous means?
Please
in 300
define.
words.
Definition, please. Powerade is less syrupy. I don't know. I just feel like, is it like too flavorful? Is Gatorade too sweet, maybe? I guess I could see that. $16 seconds. Let's go. Yeah, I think someone's gotten a kill already. Viscosity is the thickness of a liquid. You know,
No.
pretty intelligent squids are hot.
Switzer.
So, Gatorade's too thick. Because how is that even possible? First, said body armor is weird. Why would you even suggest that?
We're in. We got actual League of Legends
Yay.
gameplay.
We are in, and looks like everyone has a skin. Oh wait, no Lulu skin though. So
They have the league unlocked. They have at least one. They also have at least one skin. All right.
all right, time to see if I can remember the spectator commands. All right, I already forgot one. I'm gonna have to go onto my phone.
If only we had all this extra time to figure this all out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I won't lie.
I don't know the spectator can.
There's just one. Mainly, I want to zoom out.
All right. Looks like.
Control shift. All right, I zoomed out. Is this good?
So they're versus CC. What's the name of them?
Cornell.
Cornell. Oh, I see. We going up north.
OTC starting on red side. I prefer blue side. I don't know why. I just think it's better. Plus, I'm not the kind of person that knows how to like move my camera around on my own. I just let it follow me. You guys know what I mean.
Oh my god, you're one of that would drive me insane.
It's so much harder. You know, I'm a simple Overwatch player. I have a pea brain. I can't think about my camera
I'm
and
just
move.
a simple Mercy player. I get.
Great. This is the starting builds here. I don't have a take about these builds. I won't lie. They look
OTC
fine.
just chilling in the jungle.
Yep.
I forgot, as you can see, in the recent patch they removed the smites. Red smite, blue smite, and now everybody has Neopets. And looks like OTC has the green Neopet, and what is Cornell's gender? Which Neopet?
I think he has the green Neopet as well.
Oh yeah.
And as far as I know, the Neopets count down to something. Every monster they kill.
Yeah, they get like, I know the green one comes with a stun, I think.
Getting a lot of poke off mid.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So far.
Oh, a good stun mid. Lots of damage going out on the side of OTC.
My name is Chegg, putting out the damage. Oh,
and flash goes out on OTC's side. That's unlucky. Yep, already burning a flash within the first 3 minutes of the game is definitely not optimal, but comebackable for sure. You know what I think? I just flash out of spawn because if you just play better, you don't need to flash.
true.
I just unbind it, honestly.
True, honestly. Professional League of Legends.
Yeah, that's my take.
Oh.
Our Syndra's getting a lot of good ball stuns, whatever that ability is called.
Ball stuns.
When the ball goes forward and stuns someone. You guys know what I mean.
That describes like 15 moves in this game.
Okay, I'm going to put it out there. I think it's her W. I'm just
Okay.
going to put it out there.
Mm.
So lots of good W's going off mid. Oh, a gank's happening mid, though.
So far, no blood has been spilled, but a slight gold lead on Cornell's side.
Kindred might be in a good position to go mid here and help out OTC's mid laner, especially because Diana's already taken a good chunk of damage here. But since the place the wave's in, I don't think that they can get a good gank without her easily just getting back to the turret. Jungler tussle, and OTC wins the.
Oh, we got some action top.
We do, and I don't know why it doesn't know that. Right, the action dispersed. The camera doesn't go to the right places all the time.
Yeah.
Bot's already become pushed in.
Looks like a gank. Oh boy. Okay, Cornell. Oh, first blood OTC.
All right, let's go. Our mid laner gets a first blood.
Hell yeah. That closes the goal gap a little bit, but still a slight lead on Cornell's side. Our friend Yogurt Fan over here is looking a little peaked there, and might have to back up a little bit. But they're doing some pretty decent damage.
Attempted gank top, but it looks like their top laner is
Yeah.
aware he should just stay under the turret for now. It seems like they might still go to it. He's channeling and unchanneling, but
Yeah.
then think he's probably just gonna head back to base. Doesn't seem like a good gank angle.
Yeah, the lane, it's pretty early and the lane's pretty pushed up. Towers hurt pretty bad in this game.
Yes. Can I get an audio check in the chat? Does it seem balanced with the mic at all? Is anything too quiet or too loud? Anyone has insight, just let me know. Thank you.
Moist Flaps got it. Is taking some damage.
Yeah, it's an interesting name. Squids are hot sounds good.
Yes.
Thank you.
These names are squids are hot. What do you think?
I mean, I much prefer the name Squids Are Hot to the other name. I'm not even gonna say it, I won't lie. Alright, another kill mid, but the Maokai comes in and kills the Kindred. Fortunately, Maokai just
Yoga
has
Fan
one
going
heal.
in, pulling up, but does not quite get the kill.
Maokai's just too deep under the turret at this point. The OTC top laner already pushed up under tower. Darius just seems to be hard pushing. I know Darius is a hard matchup there. Playing under tower is probably just a good call for our Ornn, so he can play safe and still farm.
So we give them the gold lead is on OTC side. I mean, excuse me, Cornell's side still, despite the kill lead being on OTC side. Seems like some OTC's been pushed back.
Looks like just a farm difference.
Yeah.
The ADC is down about 10 farm, and top laner's down about 13 farm right now. So they're definitely getting ahead. Nothing, nothing crazy though.
Oh, camera, there's a Drake. Camera operator, hello. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking the end game, the digital cam operator.
It does what it wants. Let's see if it thinks this is important now. Okay, it knows now.
Cool. It knows.
Alright, while OTC's looking for Dragon, unfortunately they're just playing too split there. The bot lane gets cut off by the support, and they're
Jinx gonna live. Jinx does not live.
Oh wow, lots of kills going out on Cornell's side.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna have more than enough space.
Just, to me it looks like, Cornell has a better early comp, but because OTC was so split there with our bot side, at the bottom side of the river, the lane was pushed in, so they got cut off from our jungler and our mid laner, and unfortunately they couldn't help our jungler, got pushed into the tower, and then bot lane just got ran down after that and had to blow a flash.
3 kills there definitely did not help the goal difference.
Our mid laner is getting killed, what's the word, ganked by 2 people, the jungler and the support. That's a feels bad. Let's see if the 2v1 bot though, with the support missing and roaming.
Oh, Cuddy, no, shut down.
Alright, good kill, and I think bot lane, let's see if we can get this kill.
Oh no.
And unfortunately, he's just a bit too aggressive, and he reads for the kill and gets killed by the tower, yep.
ODC did get another kill though, I didn't see.
The Kindred killed the
Kindred
Maokai,
okay.
yeah. So, our Kindred so far is in pretty good spot, I would say. Other lanes, maybe not going so hot. Looks like Jin's getting a little fed this game.
Looks like they're gonna try to contest Baron here, but let's see if they can.
The Rift.
Rift Arrow, yeah, it's Rift Arrow at this point. I'll try to snipe it, but it looks like it's gonna be unsuccessful thus far. Oh!
Like Squid said though, the Kindred ult just countered the Diana ult there, and Kindred was able to sustain long enough to get a kill on the Diana. So pretty
Yeah,
good pick there on OTC's side to pick Kindred.
yeah. But unfortunately, despite the kill trade, they did end up getting the Void.
The Rift Herald.
Rift Herald, yeah.
Yes. So that's just going to be a bigger gold lead on Cornell's side with the Rift Herald in their possession.
And this early on the towers, it's going to get them, that early tower damage is going to get them even more gold. So it's the lead is kind of stabilized at about 3k now.
Mm-hmm.
They've been moving around a lot. I think that's probably part of the reason why.
Definitely not anything insurmountable. Looks like our mid laner roaming bot, and he just places a control ward and roams back up. Maybe spotted some vision there and knew he wouldn't be able to gank.
Looks like OTC might try to make something happen middle. Cornell's jungle really is in a position to assist.
Yeah, it seems like Kindred's been focused on helping mid out this game the most because our mid laner is in the best position here against the enemy mid laner. But unfortunately, Diana's just too far back in the lane for anything to happen there. A lot of good damage goes out. Oh, and a jungle flank angle from the enemy jungler down bot. And he's pushing them from behind tier 3 turret. Or maybe it's tier 1 turret.
Yeah, the
Sure.
bot tower is the weakest. It looks like they're just going to take the gold in the tower here. Give them even better positioning. OTC, though, might be getting a kill top here.
Mid
So
lane.
this is very likely,
Yeah.
yeah.
He comes back for the gank after Diana already thinks that Kindred left. Kindred's still hovering mid. Maokai, though, comes for the follow-up with Thresh. Kindred ult goes out, but unfortunately he's not able to do anything. Oh, and the Thresh peel there just saved Maokai. Kindred was in a really good spot to kill Maokai, but Thresh just pulled her away, and Syndra couldn't do anything. She wasn't able to get the kill.
I believe that was a 2-for-1 for OTC.
Mm-hmm. Really,
Pretty good.
really good peel there from the Thresh player.
Tower's looking top tower looking a bit weaker. Mid's still looking pretty solid, but overall, the things are definitely tipped in Cornell's favor.
Yes.
12 minutes into the game.
And that comes with the Thresh and the Maokai, just pretty strong early for ganks, and it makes it easy to get behind, especially with towers. Even with the lead that we had mid, once Thresh and Maokai are able to sit there and stop anything, any plays that OTC wants to make, we're kind of stuck.
Darius kind of
Alright.
Darius initiated, but looks like it's a pretty even fight thus far.
Oh, and then Ornn coming out. Can Ornn get the kill? And no, he flashes the ult.
That was a very good flash
Yeah.
on the Darius' part. A very, very good reaction.
Very well played.
Avoiding the ult. So they might be diving for him. We'll see. They have a little bit of protection from creeps, but I don't think Moist Flap feels comfortable enough going for that dive.
Yeah, with the minions not having many minions there, they probably can't pull that dive off without dying. I think that pulling back's the right move. So I'm thinking, how does OTC come back at this point? Because they are down about 6k. It is comebackable. I've come back from worse losses.
Yeah, I mean there's a decent early game deficit, but nothing too terrible. I mean they've got some bounties on Cornell does. That could definitely help clear 1,000, 2,000 gold. They do get that second Drake. They are gonna need to contest that third Drake if they really want to remain in this game. So far, Cornell seems to have been controlling the objectives pretty well.
Yeah, if you look up bot side tower, it is just filled with wards. If OTC walks down there, Cornell will know.
Looks like they're wanting to get Jin, because Jin has that 500 gold bounty. Is kind of Wrecking House all game has not died yet.
Top tower's gonna go down.
Yeah, protection is down. Looks like there might be a fight. going out the top jungle. Acuity not in a very good position right now.
Yep.
But
Beauty trying to get it, and Thresh Peel gets him out to safety, and Yogurt Fan gets hooked. Lulu ult goes out there to try to save the Syndra, but unfortunately, he just takes too much damage and dies there. And oh, that Jinx ult almost hit, but nope, he sidesteps it last second, and Jhin stays alive. It'd be really big for Jinx to get a kill, because if Jinx can even just get some more gold at this point in the game, and OTC can just hold out and scale, Jinx, Kindred, and Syndra can get scale pretty hard against Cornell's call.
Oh, looks like Lulu might get sniped, but not quite. He is initiating the fight here.
Cornell goes out. Kindred's trying to make a play. Thresh uses flash, but Chegg is there to save the Thresh and take the fight over. However, Cornell is really low, so can we turn this around with Jinx?
Oh, Jinx might be clean.
If Jinx gets these 2 kills here, I think that Cornell is gonna have an adversary to worry about.
Oh, looks like they're gonna. Jinx wants these kills. Everyone in Cornell is just so low right now, but Jinx might be the one that's in trouble. A Yogurt Fan looking to come assist. Good juke by the Jinx.
Yogurt Fan goes to protect, and unfortunately, Jinx doesn't get those 2 kills, but doesn't die either, so not too bad.
Yeah, a lot of Cornell was very low. Like 2 or 3 of their members were pretty low most of that fight, but they were just not in position where OTC could really capitalize. Yogurt Fan though
Gets a 1v1 kill topside on the Diana. Mid's looking still pretty strong here, and I think if we just focus on our Jinx and our Syndra, and kind of let our Orange just split push and farm the bot lane, that'll be a safe bet for OTC to the grounds.
Again, 700 gold bounty now. We got big money.
Yep, and they see it. They're going for him. Jin's pretty low.
Oh, look at this.
Yep,
OTC gets the kill.
Thresh tanks all that damage for Jhin. Lulu ult goes out. They're still very low, but they aren't able to engage on Cornell under the turret.
Great ults and great supporting by Katie, keeping her team alive. And
that Lulu ult was very clutch there.
Yeah.
He was 1 HP, almost gonna go down.
Very good Lulu ults.
Right, and Orange in the enemy jungle.
Yogurt Fan.
I find that very curious. What?
Well, what is bro cooking?
What?
What is bro cooking?
Looks like maybe a bit of he's stuck somewhere, so he's gonna suicide. Honestly, not a bad play.
Oh yeah.
I guess he couldn't get out, so.
I think what he was afraid of is like I think he thought the enemy team was there and was going to kill him, so like deny some gold. I think.
I believe so too. They engage on our Lulu.
Lulu's down, but let's see if OTC can get some kills here as well.
Yeah, if we can keep our Jinx up. No, unfortunately our Jinx goes down to the Jhin. Some characters on Cornell very low, but they just clean up the fight very well in the Baron pit. Mid laner's looking for maybe a cheese play here.
Yogurt Fan wants it so bad, but wanted it a little too bad.
Yeah, good try, but Thresh's timing or reaction time is just too good. It seems like Thresh has stopped at least 5 kills this game using heal. His E, his hook, his shield, everything is going out.
Moist and Chegg are engaging. Chegg takes the tower, but looks like he might take it at the cost of his own life here. Let's see if Moist is down, but it looks like Chegg might be getting away here, though. Lulu is a little too scared to get hit there. Oh, nice hit. Let's see, but...
Darius very low, but the Maokai ult comes out to protect the Darius there. Lulu takes a lot of damage from it, but manages to get to safety with shield.
We're now at a 10k gold deficit. Getting pretty substantial. Cornell's taking the Drake. I don't see OTC really being in a position to contest it here.
No.
They might get this kill mid, but it's definitely not worth a third Drake.
Unfortunately, I just don't. I think OTC recognizes if they go for the Drake here, they not only lose a Drake, but then all die.
Yeah.
They just need to wait it out, but letting them get 4 souls would be not good here. This is the dragon that definitely needs to be contested this time.
OTC's, I guess their hope is that when the Drake is up, they're just in a bit more advantageous position. Maybe they are. Oh, the Jing Soul.
And that is crazy. I thought Kindred was in the way of that.
Soul, but,
the Jinul.
Jinul, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Kindred was walking in front of Syndra there to try to help tank any damage since Syndra had gotten low from 2 missiles, but just barely to the right, and the missile gets right past him on the left. Now it's taken up a lot of space in OTC's top jungle, but OTC manages to clear out some vision bottom jungle. So it looks like they're thinking ahead to the next Drake here. Turn objective timers on.
It looks like Baron is up now.
Yeah. I'm not sure what OTC will do here, if they're gonna try to play for Baron, or they will still just try to get priority on the bot side. They've cleared some vision on the bot side, there are still some wards there, but Cornell has a lot of vision in OTC's top side jungle, so it's gonna be pretty hard to push out there with Thresh already lurking in the top side jungle, just waiting for someone to walk up. If he can get a hook here, he can probably use Lantern, bring his teammates in, and they are already on Baron.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like this is a pretty gutsy play. I don't think OTC is down enough to the point where they could not contest the Baron. But we'll see. I don't think they'll be together enough in time to really contest.
But the Maokai ult was actually very smart there, because Maokai ult goes out ahead right in time for the Baron to be able to easily get a smite, and stuns the Syndra, and Thresh gets a hook on her and brings the whole team in. However, now their Diana is caught out, and now with Diana dead, they don't know if they can push this turret. OTC is in a good position to defend this turret. They have vision, and they have all their minions out, while Cornell doesn't have any minions pushed up top lane.
Like Chang and Moist Flaps taking out bottom, but I think the inhibitor is gonna probably go down unless get some help to take out the Darius. But it looks like there's a fight going on top. And Cornell looks like, oh, that was very smart.
Yeah, that was a clutch blast cone for sure. Was able to get out of there in time with just a little HP left.
OTC really needed that too.
Yeah, it just seems like when OTC gets close to kills, Cornell always has something up their sleeve. Like either their support abilities, their flash, blast cones, and just being able to have that reaction time to like dodge stuff. It's helping Cornell out a lot here.
Looks like Chagan's managed to hold the bottom inhibitor for now. Looks like Darius is mainly opposing jungle. Still hovering at about a 10k gold lead on the side of Cornell. Where's the Drake? The Drake.
Should be. I don't know why they're not on.
Oh, there it is. There they is. So we got about a minute till Drake. So OTC really needs to make something happen here. Looks like there's a standoff at the tier 2 mid lane. Everyone's here pretty much except Darius on Cornell. Let's see if OTC can capitalize on the opportunity. Darius is pushing top. All of OTC is middle. Cornell kind of backing off a little bit.
Yeah, they know Darius is top here, and they know this is a 5v4, but I think OTC is just a little afraid to engage without their turret there, even with the 5v4. Actually, Syndra wasn't there, so is Syndra on her way back? Right, good Lulu shield there, able to save Kindred from taking any damage. Alright, OTC's looking to engage with Ornald. Thresh gets stuck, Threshold goes out, but Thresh is caught out here with Ornald. Pretty good engage. Now with the dragon up in 5 seconds, they're down a support. So maybe OTC can get this dragon 5v4.
They're gonna have to be quick about it though. It looks like they're trying to get this pick bot, and looks like there might be a fight.
Yeah, OTC knows they need to try to pick off someone else here because the damage on Cornell's side is still too high, but Darius is in our base. Someone needs to go back and contest the Darius. Because even getting all these kills here, Darius is literally going to farm our Nexus turrets if someone does not return.
No, but they can't let the Drake go either.
Yeah,
They're
it's
three
it's a
down.
tough call.
OTC's tied.
Yeah, Darius just taking inhibitors. Ornn does come back to contest the Darius. And our Jinx is trying to get out there, but OTC gets a couple kills, but unfortunately Cornell just wins out in the end and is able to take the dragon. Darius still sustaining. Ornn's just gonna have to hold the fort until the rest of his team respawns.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the Drake we're getting soul on the part of Cornell. And this is looking kind of like the end of the game here. They really need to contest that Drake. That fight was kind of their last chance to get into it. But I think going into game 2, if a few of these sites kind of go into OTC's way, if they're able to get some of these early kills and able to like finish off some of these characters in Cornell, they left a lot of kills on the table here in a lot of these fights.
I think that OTC sometimes needs to just make those aggressive plays.
Yeah.
Or like whether that means diving the tower to get that last hit, sometimes that's worth it. Like there's so many times that Jin was almost dead and he still has a 700 bounty. If they had gotten that onto Jinx or Kindred or even Syndra this game early on, one of the times that he was low HP, and even if they died for it, that would have been worth it because that gold lead on any of their carries could have given them an in to get them even more fed.
I go in here and kill each.
If Kindred's doing everything they can, Ornn ult manages to secure a kill, but without Kindred ult, Diana ult just leans up there.
Yeah, and a lot of this has like just been really good positioning on the part of Cornell. A lot of really good flashes, a lot of really good spatial awareness, really knowing when not to overextend themselves, knowing when to disengage from fights, and that's part of what has made it closing out a lot of these kills difficult. It's just OTC at several points, which is barely out of range of Cornell's vulnerable heroes.
Seems like, and this is our League of Legends team is fairly new. This is their first semester starting in NACE, and just seems like they're a little unsure of when to follow up on kills and when to disengage, and it makes it difficult to know what to do in a lot of situations.
Yeah, and I think coordination definitely goes into that a little bit, as you said, because I think coordination would have helped maybe making sure someone's position get some of those kills.
What really like puts our point in here is that our Kindred has the most damage in the game.
Yeah.
And I pulled up the graph. Our Syndra actually has more. Our Syndra and our Kindred have more damage than anyone in the game, and yet Cornell won it within 30 minutes because while they're doing the damage, they're not securing the kills.
Yeah, I mean this is pretty much even. Like this is pretty even in terms of overall damage. Like it can't tell. Like pretty almost dead on, but I think Cornell got a little over twice the amount of kills.
Yeah.
That OTC did, just because.
Which especially you wouldn't expect the most damage dealt to be on the side of OTC. That's usually when in a game where they end with such a big kill difference and a big gold lead, you look at the graphs and there's just somebody with their chart at the very end, and then the enemy team's chart doesn't even break the middle.
Yeah, like an ADC that just went up completely off and just like kind of cleaned house. But this is like overall this damage. We did the total damage. It would probably be pretty even. And like that's not to say that OTC is playing poorly either. I think again, like there are some really clutch moments.
Hmm.
really clutch Lulu ults that kind of helps some of those early fights. There's a lot of some good ganks, especially in the first like 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and
OTC was doing a
some
really good
good
job.
solo kills mid as well.
Yeah,
Our mid laner was actually getting ahead at the beginning. Our Syndra was getting solo kills. Our
yeah.
Kindred was getting solo kills. But in the end, even with the first kill going to OTC, Cornell doesn't let that get to them. They just, they still have the rotations, the positioning, and that helped them win this game.
When you get those first few drakes, you're kind of just handcuffed into like that. OTC was basically handcuffed into like having to contest a lot more because they could not lose those objectives. And then both the times the drakes were up, they were just not in a position to really contest, especially with that third drake. And by the time they got to the fourth drake, there was just not a whole lot they could do to stop them from getting sold there. I think OTC definitely like, especially with a strong early game. Um, if we continue to have like a really strong draft and then just like a little bit better coordination in some of the team
Mm-hmm.
fights, and they continue playing like in terms of decision making, individual decision making, playing like they. We're here. We're pulling the late hours. We're
Yeah.
doing the graveyard ship, bringing you Nace League gameplay here. But I that game looked really bad towards the end. But I think like again a couple of those fights going OTC's way, clearing a couple of those kills,
Mm-hmm.
killing the gen a couple times would have made a huge difference.
Yeah, I think so too. I think there were the first time Jin almost died, that where Thresh was able to hook Syndra back and then eat her back in. That could have made all the difference this game. And yeah, having uh, a support that roams versus an enchanter support, because as you can see, Lulu doesn't get a lot of damage here on the chart. That's like not Lulu's job. Her job is peel, and she's doing that very effectively.
Mm-hmm.
But when Thresh is just so strong early and able to come and peel for the Jin and do damage, it's just if our ADC um, loses bot early, it makes Lulu a lot less effective in team fights than Thresh
Yeah.
is. Because Lulu is kind of more of like a pocket champion
Mm-hmm.
and enables someone to get a lot of damage, and that's difficult when bot is losing and getting pushed under tower. Right. With that, we are going to go on a quick break, and we'll be back with the next draft soon. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are start going into game two. Cornell took game one in about a 27-minute win. I think OTC lasted pretty long, but in the end, Cornell just had that better coordination. Let's see if OTC can take a game off them, though, and if it gets 1-1, possibly even win the series. So we're rooting for OTC this game. They seem to have a pretty similar comp this game, with the Lulu, Kindred, and Orin on the Eagles side, banning out about the same champions as well. Maybe they don't want to play against Aurelion Sol or Veigar. I can definitely understand that mid lane. Very frustrating. I like the Ashe pick. I feel like Ashe, honestly, I had a thought about last game where I was thinking that the ADC should focus on helping the other lanes getting ahead instead of having dedicating Lulu's abilities to getting our ADC ahead. Because I just think, honestly, in League, ADC has become not as important of a role. And that's just unfortunate for ADC players, but junglers and mid laners just seem so much stronger. So going into this game, Ashe is more supportive. Cho'Gath scales well. He's more supportive. He's really tanky. I think that helps put our Kindred in a good spot to carry and is a better ADC pick than last game. On Cornell's side here, we have the Maokai again and the Jhin, but otherwise they've switched up with Blitzcrank. Similar to Thresh, he has a hook. He's really good for starting engages with his hook. It's pretty hard to dodge very fast. Mordekaiser, I'm pretty afraid of Mordekaiser. I feel like he can split push really well, which seems like that's what Cornell's
He takes you to the Shadow Realm.
Yes, it's very scary.
I know what some of these are. I know Blitzcrank. Every MOBA has a pudge. I say that with in Overwatch too. What I see Roadhog.
Yeah.
Every MOBA has a pudge.
Yeah, and that is Blitzcrank in this game. So the match is actually about to start. Go ahead and switch over to that. We had a 3-minute delay, so things are a little behind, but we're still here. And I see Scar High said, "Is our Rocket League team cracked?" Yes, they are. They won the game, and that was definitely a great win for Rocket League. They played it super well. Like, they were able to, even getting behind a goal at the start of a game, they were able to, not panic and just take it back.
Yeah, they took a game pretty convincingly that last game. I caught a bit of a glimpse of it, and it was pretty good.
No, yeah, it was great. They had a really good defense.
Yeah, sub from Zoops. Am I saying that correctly?
Zoops.
We got a sub. Thank you, Zoops, for subbing. Are we winning? We had a pretty strong early game, but unfortunately, we lost some early objectives and couldn't really gain. We lost a lot of early towers, and we kind of started losing control of the map and the objectives, and then some fights started falling apart. And so, hopefully, we were hoping to see some stronger fights from OTC, some more coordinated fights this game. So I think this game is definitely winnable. So we see. Looks like we're gonna.
Leash,
bottom line,
Leash the jungler here. I believe, just based on the bot lane comp, Ashe Lulu is just designed to stabilize in the lane and help the Kindred out later.
Oh, Mordekaiser are picking a fight.
Yeah.
Moist Splash taking a little bit of early damage there.
Yeah, definitely a very cheesy play there, hiding in the tri-bush just for him to walk through. But, I sense their top laner, that's kind of what his play is. He likes to be very aggressive.
It was very satisfying seeing that Mordekaiser Q get like 3 creeps at the same time as minions. Sorry, that's weird. Sorry.
People
Wrong game.
Call them the same.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're technically called minions either. I think that's also from something else.
Yeah. I think because it says minions have spawned. And
it is minions.
Yeah.
I hear people call it creeps, and I think CS stands for like creep score.
Yeah.
And
that's probably leftover from Dota, like just leftover Dota 1 logo. That was just kind of stuck.
get objective timers on so we can see that bottom right. And just let the directed cam do some work. Something I kind of forgot to open this up and close it throughout the game, change it, so my bad on that. But I will make sure that everyone can see the builds this game. I like our top lane's build a little better this time. I think him going with 2 potions last game means he's just looking for a fight, and I think that he should play more to stabilize. And a gank comes top lane, Mordekaiser gets a kill on our jungler, but is able to give our top laner a kill, which will be pretty good for him. Our mid laner is doing a lot of solo damage, but the Zed flashes out and Maokai comes in to protect. But even with Maokai, Zed can't go back in there without probably dying. That's the good part of Cho'Gath. Thank you.
Hopefully we're going to see Cho'Gath get big this game.
Yes.
We want to see our big boy. Our big growing boy. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables and creeps to become a big healthy boy. Oh, not
Zed
quite.
is just 1 HP. It's got to be like less than 5 HP on him, but he is going to get out there.
Yeah, I did not see any blue left on that bar. No blue Gatorade left.
There was a fight around the scuttle as well, and our Kindred gets the scuttle top lane, and Mordekaiser gets the scuttle bot lane, giving our top side a little more priority for OTC. Cornell has a little more priority bot side with the dragon.
I dig that Blitzcrank skin. That Blitzcrank skin is pretty sick. He's a little motorcycle man.
Yeah, Blitzcrank looks so weird to me, but
yeah.
He's cute still.
He's a cute little robot boy.
Mid lane, our Cho'Gath's able to push and bully Zed out of the lane pretty consistently here, making it hard for the Zed to do anything without just taking a ton of Cho'Gath damage. Kindred looking for an ult mid. The director camera is still very curious about top lane though. But since Zed is, pretty far back under the turret, I think he's decided to play safe after his forced to use flash under the turret incident.
I just realized Moist Flaps had red and blue buff there. I think from the previous fight.
Oh yeah, he would have gotten it from Kindred.
Yeah.
Alright, Kindred goes for the gank Mordekaiser, hopefully trying to make it so Mordekaiser just can't get ahead.
Oh, great pick on the Mordekaiser by OTC. Has already died twice in that top lane. Mordekaiser having a bit of a rough time.
Yeah, and Zed is forced to either recall here or just get no minions. Looks like he's gonna recall, but that's definitely very unfortunate. However, our mid laner is playing a little too aggressive. He should know that Zed is probably trying to bait him there. Maybe he can try to get the kill on Zed. No, unfortunately, just too much CC with the Maokai and the Blitzcrank.
Yeah, it's way too aggressive there.
Yeah, with the Zed not recalling, I think you're like, if I don't have vision, they're coming for me.
I can feel Mikey mauling from the other side of this wall.
Yeah, he's looking for a pick on the Ashe there. They don't know Kindred's here, so if he gets that hook on the Ashe, I don't think it's gonna go that well for them, honestly.
Yeah.
He's going pretty aggressive. Kindred's still lurking.
Oh, almost got him with the tip of the fingernails of that Q, but not quite. Top lane though looking a lot better this game. Mid lane is doing pretty well too. Considered.
Yep, definitely anyone's game here. Not really a gold lead in either direction.
Yeah.
It's really up to what happens around this dragon that's gonna decide the next 15 minutes of this game.
True. Yeah, it's definitely gonna determine the pace because it's been pretty even thus far. Mordekaiser's hanging out in the enemy jungle. It looks like OTC is gonna try to stop him.
And they definitely know. And Mordekaiser, he needs to either get to the plant, and he is just going to turn and chase Ornn here. Kindred's coming in for backup. I think it would probably be smart for Ornn to run towards Kindred, but that didn't happen.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I think I don't know why he didn't run.
Yeah.
towards the Kindred because like he was became pretty evident that he was not gonna make it to that tower.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser was clicking a little too hard there.
Even if Orn goes down there, if he's by the Kindred, Kindred can clean him up pretty well, but Kindred is gonna get caught out here in the river. Kindred ult goes out though. Cho'Gath tries to save with the knockup, but unfortunately nothing can be done. Kindred is gonna go down in the river, giving Cornell a pretty good insight into the top lane, able to take some of the OTC junglers farm.
I mean, like they were doing so well. I feel like the OTC unfortunately got a little cocky there in terms of the position
Yeah.
in the middle, and then I think that definitely should have gone the other way up there when Mordekaiser was chasing him, try to kick him. I think they could have either pushed him off or made Mordekaiser in a position where he had his life or die maybe a third time.
Yeah, and if he does kill Ornn there and then gets killed by Kindred, Kindred does take that bounty.
Yeah.
That'd also be good. We're not playing for our Ornn to get killed. We prefer it on. So OTC is going to take Rift Heralds there. Our jungler picks it up, but Cornell seems to want to engage here. Flash goes out, OTC mid laner, which is pretty good. Puts Zed in a bad position, but unfortunately Zed is able to get out. Fight bot lane as well, but seems like Cornell is just going to back out and all teams are going to back off, taking that kill that they got on.
OTC did not get a single objective last game, so already they're doing a little bit better
Yeah.
control-wise. I think if they can reel things back a little bit, they could definitely capitalize on some of the mistakes Cornell has been making so far this game.
I've noticed that with the Cornell top laner, he likes to go for plays.
Yeah.
And if they punish his positioning, there's been times where he aggroed onto Ornn under tower or he's going into the jungle. And if the mid walks top there through the jungle and Ornn walks back to Kindred, they can just punish that positioning.
Yeah.
But he plays aggressively because he knows he can, and he gets away with it too. So even Mordekaiser's starting out with 1 death, he's already managed to climb back up, getting double the farm of our top laner.
And he's got a level advantage too, and Mordekaiser about to get a bit chonky. It's going to be harder to get some of those kills pretty soon.
And we're going for a gank mid on Zed, but Flash goes out again. A very good stun by our Cho'Gath. And I think our Kindred wants to clean up here, but unfortunately, they are taking too much damage. And Kindred ult goes out. Pretty good Kindred ult, but unfortunately, Cornell is here to peel. Cornell's bot side starts rotating up a lot sooner than our bot side does and is able to just get to the fight in time while our bot side is still in the river.
Yeah, I think Cornell's cleaned up their positioning a lot in the last few minutes. That's a very good rotation and coverage to get that pick. In mid, it OTC kind of had a bad situation, turned to a worse situation there with the Cho'Gath going down.
Yeah, I think unfortunately when Zed got low and then they knew that Maokai was there, they know Maokai can stun under the turret. So if you're gonna dive under turret, you just gotta go all in. Maybe like flashing on the Zed there, or just going all in on him, no matter at any cost to die, because Kindred was dead there because Maokai came. So might as well try to get the Zed instead of walking out.
Yeah. Cornell is getting some picks. First the top lane, and now it looks like Kindred might die.
Maybe Kindred can outplay this though, and no, he gets low, but Maokai, is just at a definite gold lead, an item lead here. He's able to outdamage the Kindred.
OTC is still in this. They just need to clean up their position a little bit. If they could get a pick here, maybe perhaps they can contest. What happened to what's it called? I always forget. The thing that's not Baron.
Rift Herald.
Rift Herald, yes. Did they not use the Rift Herald?
Kindred still has it. It is about to expire though. You can see on the scoreboard at the bottom there's a timer on the Rift Herald, and it is at about 99. Looks like Kindred's gonna have to put it bot because
Yeah.
he's not gonna be able to get anywhere. Is it actually gonna expire though?
That would be a horrible waste. So it
Nope.
looks like
Yeah,
they're
he
gonna
plays
burn
it.
it.
Yeah, he's gonna play the bot. Smartest play there as well.
Use it for some early pleasure.
Mordekaiser is pushing really aggressively there as well. OTC is gonna have to push hard here if they want their Rift Herald to reach the turret, but seems like they're gonna be able to take it down pretty quickly without it getting to the turret. 4v4 down bot lane though, but Maokai's able to take the plant and get out, so this fight's not gonna go anywhere. OTC is not gonna be able to contest this dragon and are just instead going to give it up and farm their jungle.
And then that's 2 Drakes on the side of Cornell. Definitely looking a bit rough on OTC side. Hex Gate looks like we're getting Hex Gates this game. Yeah, funny gates. So let's see. We can get some good picks here. The bounty's pretty spread out this game. Oh, Kindred wants blood, but I don't know if he's gonna get it.
Yep,
I don't know if it's wise for him to go for it.
Zed baits out the Kindred ult there and is able to escape. Zed is just very mobile, so it's hard to gank him as a jungler. So they were getting some good ganks off on him early, but he's able to dodge. It looks like Cho'Gath is going all the way in here, and Zed does not die under the tower.
Looks like they're gonna get this blitz pretty easily though, bottom. Still though, that's
Maokai's there to clean up though.
Yeah, the blitz is the least of their concerns. And it's like both characters bot lane are gonna go down.
Yeah, just with that Maokai ult coming in there and the 2 control wards on Cornell's side in the bush in the river. I mean, they just couldn't have seen it coming.
Yeah.
Oh, they wanted to make sure there was not a ward there.
Like top tower's gonna go down.
Yeah, I think this is the end of top tower. Hopefully this will just enable our Ornn to sit back closer to the base and farm. I think that's the best goal for him, to just try to get to the point where he can upgrade his allies' items and get some good Ornn ults in the game. He doesn't really need to get any kills here to be useful. He just kind of needs to chill out.
Cho'Gath, buddy. Cho'Gath, go back. Cho'Gath. Okay.
Oh yeah, he managed to get out. He's very scared of the Blitzcrank hook there. He was dodging as much as he could.
Cho'Gath's been a little too aggressive here, especially now with the disadvantage that they are at. I think he's going to have to be a lot more passive. But goal deficit about 7k, but considering the bounties out there, it's definitely still a gap that OTC could close. But the Lulu is going to get hooked, and that is a very Lulu uses the flash.
Very good flash there from our Lulu. Definitely a worthwhile trade to survive and get out.
Yeah.
And Lulu manages to protect herself from the Maokai ult, but Cho'Gath is caught out by it in a 4v1. Unable to really do anything against the ult there. Man, they should have banned Maokai after first game.
Yeah.
That ult is that's just rough.
Yeah.
Alright, but a good Ashe ult onto the Maokai. And our Ashe is doing what I suspected they picked the Ashe for in order to enable the Kindred to get kills and do damage. Lulu also ults the Kindred. Very good Lulu ult here. Kindred is able to do a lot of damage and get the kill. Very well played on OTC's side. Our Ashe gets 3 kills there, putting our Ashe in a very good position to come back this game. So, yeah, very good Ashe ult. It was very smart to predict that they were farming the frog there. And then our Kindred follow up with the ult. The Lulu ult clutch at the last second with the 1 HP Kindred and enables Ashe to get all those kills there.
And been a rough start, but those were the fights we were saying last game that OTC needed.
Yeah.
We didn't have any fights like that last game, and so if we can have 1 or 2 more fights like that, I think it's definitely still doable.
Like Cho'Gath doesn't remember all the times he's lived on it. Nope, he remembered. He's going back.
He's
yeah,
like, wait, I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Mordekaiser, though, might be going down.
Yeah, and I like...
He's going to take someone with him, but it doesn't look like it.
Oh, he's in the the
He's in the shadow
realm.
realm. He's
With-
in the shadow realm,
but
Jimbo.
Ornn managed to outlast him and lets Kindred take the kill. Very smart move there to get that bounty onto our Kindred. But our damage dealers, the Ashe and the Kindred, get fed this game. And yeah, OTC making a bit of a comeback here. I think 4-manning top, very smart. They need to make this Mordekaiser get behind.
Yeah, and they also need to get this team out of their jungle, taking their farm.
Yeah. They do, but with the risk of Blitzcrank and Maokai able to stun them if they even try to get vision makes that very hard. But Zed is going to go down with another huge bounty onto the Kindred.
And as I said earlier, the gold deficit is down from like 10k to 5k.
Yep. With Cornell trying to clean up here, the Kindred ult goes out at an opportune time. Kindred does go down, but can our top laner get a kill here on the Blitzcrank? Unfortunately, it does not seem like he's able to, and Cornell ends up winning this fight. They're just very stuck there in that small quarter against Jhin ult. Makes it, they just take so much damage from that, and they can't really get out of the Jhin ult there.
And the ace on the Mordekaiser is going to give them the room to take the Hestech Drake, and then this next Drake is gonna be pretty crucial for OTC. Looks like Blitz is backing up. He doesn't have much left to offer here. I think OTC just needs more time. I think the next Drake is just about buying themselves a bit more time for Cho'Gath and Ashe to really pop off. I think if this game goes longer, I think OTC. Just from my unexpert opinion, I think that OTC chances go up.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Kindred, Ashe, Cho'Gath, Lulu, all perform better late game than Jhin, Blitzcrank, Maokai, and Mordekaiser. So if they are able to just not lose a lot of their towers and hopefully contest Soul Point, they will be in a much better position. Kindred here to peel for the Lulu, push Blitzcrank out, and possibly even get a kill. Blitzcrank was greeting for the kill, but his teammates are gonna be there. Nice dodge. It is a 2v3. Oh, and Ashe ult barely misses. It was a good positioning of the Ashe ult, but the enemy is able to dodge it in time. Our support and jungler go down there. Mordekaiser has Cho'Gath in the Shadow Realm. He's running to the turret. Fortunately, not able to get away, and there's just so much shielding on Mordekaiser here.
He's just two junker. Oh, we're gonna fight.
Yeah, Ornn decides I'm done. I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, I'm killing this guy. Gets the bounty there, but too little, too late, as the Cornell is gonna get the Baron here. That's just OTC's life here is just getting harder by the minute. Again, I think OTC, the longer this game goes, the higher the chances, but they're going to have to take some objectives here.
They're really going to have to either find a way to safely get vision in the jungle, because they can't just let Blitzcrank just do this.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if Lulu goes alone to try to get vision, that's death.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a team effort here. We all need to go in and get some vision and
get some kills like we did just there. That's a 2-for-1. Who did we lose? We lost.
Our Ashe goes down there.
Yeah.
But maybe we can clean up on the Maokai. Blitzcrank not really able to help, and Cornell doesn't have their damage dealers here. If they can just manage to take down this Maokai, and it looks like the Ornn, nope, he targets our Cho'Gath, who's already low, and it just seems like they're probably gonna outlast him in this fight. Maokai's super low, and yeah.
Oh, looks like we have the Hex Gate is going to give him a chance to clean up here.
And
he will.
2 kills on Kindred going out here. Blitzcrank trying to survive, but unable to do anything. Honestly, I think Cho'Gath and Ornn not getting the kills there was probably better for our Kindred, because we sort of just want our Kindred to be better than them.
Yeah.
We'd rather have those kills on Kindred. So
Yeah.
OTC able to take it back a little more, biding more time for our Kindred to get fed.
Yeah, and the timer on the Drake is 2 minutes, so uh, our support here is being very aggressive. But it looks like no one in Cornell is really going to be able to capitalize on it, so it looks like they just get the vision. So that's going to be a little bit of advantage, but there's a fight top. Uh, Mordekaiser just does not care. He's just like taking it all like a champ, but he's probably more. He's taking some damage, but he just cleans
Yeah,
house. Oh my
the Jin
god!
ult there really came in clutch for him, able to slow them down, make them do anything. And there is a good amount of vision, definitely great vision placement by OTC, but you know, without them alive, they can't do anything about it. They will be up before Drake, so having that vision line there will enable them, if they push out their waves, to get back into position to get this Drake, or at least contest it.
Towers are still there. Drake is up in 30 seconds, but all of OTC will be back by then. As I say, as looks like Cho'Gath might go down. Yeah, that is not good
Yeah,
for OTC, but still, let's see if OTC can make something happen. It looks like
they're gonna trade Dragon for kill top, and they know that if they go top, Cornell can easily get the Dragon. Cornell decides instead to peel for their top laner. OTC is a great position to win this fight with the knockup. A couple kills go out. Ornn gets another shutdown on the Mordekaiser, but then left without any movement too deep in and is unable to do anything else. Our Ashe just came up though, and maybe could defend the turrets here.
well, looks like actually getting some damage.
Yep, Ashe doing.
Oh, Cho'Gath is back up to. Looks like Blitz is definitely going to go down here. That looks like going to take the top inhibitor. Oh no, Cho'Gath kind of spooking him off.
Yeah, but if Cho'Gath can go in here really hard and just let the Ashe do damage if he tanks, even if he does die, I think that getting the Ashe these 2 kills would be helpful. And I think Maokai has just decided he's going to just go in so Jin can get out, because they know if he goes in, they will stop focusing the Jin. Oh, Jin decides to make a risky play, but what he doesn't know is Kindred was flanking him. Very good move on the OTC jungler's part. That is, you know, one of the cleanest fights OTC's had all game. And I'm really not sure why Jin ulted there.
Yeah, but it looks like they can. This is very risky by Concord. OTC's looking a little low, but Cho'Gath is here.
TP's in. No, he's saying no, you're not getting soul. We're not making the same mistakes we did last game. And Kindred is on her way to the fight. If Yogurt Fan and Moistplap can just survive, Kindred can come in. Fortunately, they are both going to go down before the fight can really start.
Oh, Ashe might be getting a kill here.
Oh, but Mordekaiser's just, he does so much regen. I think that a anti-health item is going to be necessary here. I believe that we're going to need to build maybe Morello's or Chemtech Purifier.
Yeah.
Both healing reduction items, because Mordekaiser just getting so low and then not being able to dive once he's at half health is not gonna do anymore.
Oh, I thought he was gonna die.
And Jin has to use Flash. Did he just use Flash?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just not die, but they're gonna get the soul here. They're gonna get head tech soul, so they're gonna be even chunkier.
I do like OTC tried to contest the dragon. I think that was the right play. Just
yeah, I think so. The Mordekaiser is just it's just too much for them at this point. Like, especially now with Tech Soul, like it's just too much to kill the Mordekaiser. The Mordekaiser, despite getting those kills, getting killed twice within the first like 3 or 4 minutes, has just become like an unstoppable killing machine, just dealing lots of damage, regenerating lots of health, just has like a big base HP pool, so he can't really burst him. Like, it's just, and he can just, when he can just take someone with his ult and just remove someone from the fight.
It almost seems like Ashe, even though Ashe is landing good ults, it just doesn't matter. They have so much health. I mean, look at those like 3 bars of health on
Yeah,
3 of them.
it's,
They have 3 super tanky characters.
yeah, it's just not enough. And if Ash just gets like hit by pretty much anything, she's just removed from the fight. Especially like the Blitzcrank, like Ash just melted there, but she's gonna contest one last stand to try to make something happen.
Yep, one last
Choke out
stand
their
with
goal.
the middle, but unfortunately, just way too tanky here. Still aren't able to do anything, and the Nexus turrets are gonna go down, and the Nexus is going to be next. So, yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Cornell wins the series 2-0. Pretty long games though, got to about 30 minutes. Fortunately, OTC just wasn't able to take the win this time.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of either overconfidence or just like poor positioning. I think they cleaned it up a lot towards the end. There were some really good fights. Uh, OTC had that game that they just didn't have the last game. They won some pretty crucial fights,
Mm-hmm.
but like they weren't able to take that last Drake because Mordekaiser just gotten way too big at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that fight top lane where they were able to kill 3 and then the cleanup bot with Kindred getting 2 kills would have been really big for the rest of the game. And they were starting to pull it back mid game. But yeah, Mordekaiser had already just been farming all game,
Yeah.
getting those free kills, playing super aggressively, super tanky too, and
Mm-hmm.
even TPing in as a last attempt to stop the Dragon Soul there. They just weren't able to sustain long enough for their
Yeah,
damage
I think
dealers.
I think OTC was making the right choices towards the end of the game. I
Mm-hmm.
just think that like that they had to play immaculately at that point
Yeah.
to get the results they needed to stay in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they did pull it back though, and definitely should be proud of that game and proud of the amount of damage they did and the fights that they won. Definitely some good outplays, some good solo kills mid, good ganks from our Kindred all around, and uh, yeah, hopefully we'll be back. I believe next in 2 weeks with more league games.
Woo!
So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.